Blood control, teleportation, self-duplication, and force fields. Which would you choose? Now let me tell you why your choice is wrong. So blood control, manipulation, the Crimson Current, Flow Rider. Now I know as soon as I mentioned that, you all thought Katara and others from the Avatar, The Last Airbender. But how useful would it be in today's world? Well, out the gate, you could become a menace, forcing people to do things against their will.
Respectfully.
You're a puppet master that can get away with anything while you're in range. This also rolls into your threat level and how destructive you could become. The amount of people you could bloodbend at once, that's based on your skill, but eventually you could Vecna anyone and everyone. They ain't running out of that building. I'm sorry. Other powers needed? This is one of the few times I will say the power doesn't need a secondary power to safely use it. Onflow is here to visit and it's gonna get heavy. Now next we have teleportation, the Uber of powers if we're being real. This one is the easiest to see as daily uses. Depending on how yours works exactly, you can go anywhere. Gas could be $10, you're chilling. Y'all having a party in Dubai? Misu come. Let's be honest, what's off limits to you at this point? But how destructive can you be with this one? What type of threat are you? Assassin status. You can grab a op and drop them wherever you like. It's hard to corner someone that can portal jump out of any situation. So what's the catch? Well, just porting alone, you're still squishy. No super strength or invulnerability. So what happens when you port in the middle of a wall, a person, in front of traffic? So either port a body or be a porta potty. Now, self-duplicate no jutsu, shadow clone, untraceable slave labor, jujitsu jumping yo. Being able to make clones is probably one of the most practical powers you can use in our world. Make them to do chores, go to family functions you can't be bothered to go to, have them all get their own minimum wage jobs and catch up to Bezos. These are the peaceful uses for it, but once you hit your villain arc, you, at the lowest level, a gang threat. But the highest, an army. So does it need a secondary power? Nah, not one to make it safe. Anything else added would be just stacking at this point, which is never a bad thing. So friend duplication, never lonely jutsu. Now force fields, no square projection, barriers. Force fields in today's world has a limited benefit, and since it's primarily a defense power, it would take some creative thinking in specific situations to make this a daily W. Threat level? Color be simple, but I can't see you being more than a low level threat. Crush people with the field, or use it to cut off people's breathing? I mean, I need someone in the comments to educate me on how you could be a big time threat using something that's meant to protect. Would you need other powers to safely have this? Not really. It's not dangerous out the gate to use it on its own, unless it cuts off your air when you put it around you. So, wait, I guess either the need to not breathe or have super lungs so you can hold your breath for dumb amounts of time. But which is the best out of the four? For me, self-duplication, at least in today's world. The benefits are insane, and as long as the government doesn't catch on to you, you're golden. Now, teleportation was a close second, but I'm a homebody, and being only able to travel sounds like hell to a hermit. But which would you pick after hearing all of this? And what were some perks and drawbacks that I forgot to mention? Also, bonus question. If these four powers were to face off, who do you think would survive? Let me know in the comments below.